Hello everyone. Welcome my valuable friends. welcome. My name is Tetivik and I warmly welcome you to another live. I'm so happy to connect with you, and today we have an amazing topic, a lot of things to discuss. I have some announcements and I have some beautiful things to show you. So I love saying, before I go live, I always say I'm going live in a few hours, everyone gets ready. And today is a little bit warm, and I hope air conditioning is not too much, but it's not helping. So I left the door open, so if you hear the lift, because not far from me is the lift from my door, so if you hear the lift, I'm sorry, but it's just I needed to keep the door open so it's less hot. So welcome. Hi, hello. I see your beautiful hearts. Hi, Titivik. So lovely to see you. So lovely to see you too. Hello, how are you? Excited for the topic? I'm well. Thank you so much for always asking. How are you? I'm excited for the topic too. It's going to be life-changing and mind-blowing and very surprising. We're going to learn so much and we're going to have an amazing time. And before I start, of course, let me remind you that you can book one-to-one consultation with me. You can purchase my online courses, any dresses that I wear, and any luxury items that you see in my pre-recorded videos. Everything is available for you. I'm well, thank you. I'm so happy. Hi, Tetevik. If you want to test out a new city, would you recommend renting a room or to get your own place? I would recommend to rent, and then if you don't like it, you are okay. So yes, don't do the commitments. And yes, my man is there on the sofa, so if you hear sometimes he's on the call. Maybe I should secretly show how he's dressed here. All right, but yes, we will have a good girly time, and we're going to have an amazing time. We have so much to learn, and welcome everyone. Hi Titivik, hi darling, I can see you. I love your cute emojis, the crown, the celebration, the hugs, and the flowers. I love it. I have my laptop here, so I'm going to show you a few things before we start the topic. Today we are going to discuss women, money, luxury. And I think they all go very hand in hand. And I want to show you something before we start. Thank you everyone for patience in waiting. And we're going to have so much time, so much fun time. I prepared everything for you, and I want to show you a few inspirations before we start the video, before everyone gathers. Let's see. So I have a few pictures that I prepared that I want to inspire you with, and I made a post regarding the Instagram as well, that I'm not really keen into Instagram. I stopped using Instagram around 6 months ago, and I'm very happy and very pleased with the results. By the way, let me know if you can hear me, because last time, when I had a fan on, it was like my voice was quieter, but my phone is actually recording perfectly, when I'm doing a pre-recorded videos. So let me know if I'm quieter, if the fan is overriding it, and I will just come closer, because I really want you to hear this time, and not worry about, yes, I can hear you well, but can you hear it clear? That's great, thank you. All right, so I saw one picture and I was looking through my archives from my emails. Sometimes I save the pictures for my own inspiration, and I saw this beautiful picture. Yes, all clear, wonderful, thank you. I saw this beautiful picture. I'll just tilt it a little bit. I love the reflection. Who's this cutie in the reflection? You see that? This like a magic, like a wand, like this magic that you can create magic from everything. And I thought I just need to show you. I don't know who needs to see it, but I want to show you so you can see. And the star, that you are all stars, that you're created for something bigger and lighter, and in general to change your life for something, to have more in life. And then I saw this beautiful picture. I hope you can see it. The painting, the sofas, the view, and just to inspire you for more luxury and more beauty in your house. I always say, it's very easy to create beauty. You need curtains, you need lamps, you need pillows, candles, and it's done. Look how beautiful that is. So I wanted to inspire you. And this is this post I posted. I hope you can see it. I'm going to read it out loud. And the picture that the background picture actually is taken by me. All the inspirational posts that I do, I always take the pictures myself. So I never do it from Google, because it's so personal. And I have a picture where I'm actually standing in here, and it's also posted. And I want to read what it says. It says, "Decision is the most powerful force for visible change. All you want exists now. The man you'll marry is eating dinner or earning money now. The dress you want is already waiting for you in the shop. The weight you want is hiding inside of you if you put effort to lose extra weight. In other words, it's all alive now. and and you have what you want already. Just need to claim it. Just decide and go towards what you want. So decision is the most powerful force for visible change. That's what the post says, and I wanted to inspire. And I think going forward, if I remember and keep in mind, I will always try to find, you know, these kind of my own posts, and always start with a nice inspirational post. And I made a post about this as well. I hope you can see it well. This is a picture of a woman just laying down, like relaxing, and this is a man like going to his like Lamborghinis and all his cars, and it clearly says that woman's and man's power. That's the name of the post. And I put here, because I said, because beauty is a power of a woman, so a woman is born complete, and the power is a beauty of a man. Man is a work in progress, so he needs to earn and get the money. So I want you to understand that you don't need to do anything as a woman. You're fully complete, and your power is in your beauty, external and internal. But the man's power is actually in his achievements. I want you to know. And I made this post, and I really want to read it to everyone who didn't see or is not on the Instagram. This is one of my most important and deepest posts. Women are the most powerful creatures. This is the deepest and biggest truth I'd like you to show you and let you know about life. If you understand this, you will become unstoppable. As a woman, you will become unstoppable. This makes you understand why you don't need to bring or do anything, because you are everything. It's biggest God's gift, as if you think deeply, women are actually superior than men. We are magical beings, able to create human beings. Never again sell yourself short or beg for scraps. Never again date low-class, poor, unworthy men. Never again be intimate without a commitment. Never. So I wanted to start with these like inspirations and the posts, and just give you some energy, give you some boost, you know, and give you some maybe like inspiration. And I also did like really interesting like a research. I was asking you if you want to see the pictures on my lives. I was asking, would you like to see the pictures on my lives? And everyone is like, yes. So I'm going to continue showing the pictures on my lives. And of course, I'm going to take my laptop. Next time when it's not here, I mean, it's not far. It's just, how you say, charging. That's why I took my laptop. I always have my laptop to read the comments, but if there are any pictures, I'm going to show you on the iPad, so it's closer and it's smaller, so I can bring it closer to you. And also I did like questions about, would you like me to answer the questions after each chapter? And majority of you also said, as you can see there, 67% says yes after the chapters. So I'm going to do it like you asked. So it's going to be amazing, it's going to be fun. And yesterday I checked the numbers and I saw something incredibly beautiful. Maybe, you know, if you watch this live after 1 month, or I don't know, 1 year, it's still going to be there. But right now we were 888, the members. It says like 530 people joined in the last month, like, which is of course a very beautiful amount. But with that 888, that ultimate infinity. So imagine. And now it's going towards 9,000, so I'm very looking forward, and we are all, you know, one big family, and I'm going to do huge celebration, big getaways, you know, like goodies and sales, so look forward to that. And some people were asking about my dresses. You know, of course, you can see the dresses that I'm wearing on my lives, you can see on my posts, you can see on my videos. But if you'd like to see more dresses, you know, I have 2 Instagram accounts, and I kept them alive. I'm not using, but they're both there. If you need, you can screenshot. And these Instagram accounts are also linked in the YouTube video. So Tetevik, and there is like a little dash royalty living, or a royalty living dash luxury store. They both have all my dresses as a picture. So you can look at the picture, and it's very easy. You just screenshot the picture and send it to my team in an email. An email is also attached in the description box. So anything you want is there. And I have a big announcement, because right now all the dresses that we have are 80% off, because it's a pre-summer sale, and I want you to look beautiful. I want you to have anything that you want, so everything is on sale. So if that's what you want, go ahead and purchase the dress that you like. So this is that, and I want to show you something very nice. One moment. I prepared everything for you. I'm so happy. You know, I love preparing. So then when we start the live, it's all here. Imagine if I need to find these when we are doing lives, it will take forever. And also I did like a real, a pool, and I asked if you would like me to share the movie. So from now on, I'm going to share really wholesome family and romantic and feminine movies going forward. And it's going to be amazing. I just want to show you the ambiance. Okay, maybe later. Okay, but it's really nice and it's really quiet. But if you ever hear the someone passing by, it's because my main door is open because it's too hot. But in the hallway we have a very strong conditioning. So the sound, the air comes. So I'm next to literally the entrance door. So, but we have a lift there as well. So if you hear people passing, it shouldn't be too much because it's really late. But you know why. So, but we're going to have amazing time, and I'm not going to be too warm, you know. It's going to be great. And I was coming, and my driver stopped. My entrance door is really close to where I need to go from the lobby. And I came out and I forgot something in the car, and he was so cute. He was just still waiting there. I said, thank you so much. And he went. He has a new car and everything is white inside. It's so beautiful. So I'm happy for him. But now he needs to rest, you know. So, okay, I'm going to show you. So regarding the movies, what I was telling you, I did the poll and I was asking if you would like to see more movies. And everyone said yes. So from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share the movies with you. And I'm going to give you, if possible, if they're in the YouTube, I'm going to share the links. Because, for example, now I have shared, I will show you. I've shared this movie. And it's one of my most favorite movies in the world. And I was watching it yesterday, first chapter, and I'm going to watch the second part today, Father of the Bride. So wholesome, just to see a father loving his daughter. Like, and it is so funny. It's based on 1950 movie, Father of the Bride, where Elizabeth Taylor is playing. But it's, you know, it's black and white, and the jokes are not so sharp. So this is like 100% better. I prefer, I saw both, but this is what I suggest. I saw it, someone says, that's amazing, how did you like it? So this is first and the second. I don't work for this movie, but I have to say, every woman needs to watch to see how the father is treating his daughter. And I love how wholesome her life is, who she marries, you know, like who she ends up with. I love it. And you know, you can see, it's still on my, like a computer, it's open. And this is like her husband, like the future husband. Look how she's looking at him, like so cute. And this is the portal that I use. I have a membership with them, so I pay every month, and I don't work for them. Hi darling, but I love this very much. And here in the same portal I actually watch Designing Women as well, and I love how they dress, how covered they are, how polite the men are. Like, these are the two movies, as you can see on my tabs open, that I watch. And going forward, I'm going to share more movies with you so you can just get inspired. And I guess just the most important thing is to do something with your life, you know, in a positive way, learn something new in your life. A few more announcements and then we're going to start. I'm so excited. And there is one more post that I posted, and this is a picture that I took before I lived in London, before I left London. I went for like a big shopping spree, and I got like a really nice chocolate and clothes and different things like that. And I took this picture. As you can see, this is my own shopping. It's next to the mirror, and I post this post which says, "You are worthy of good life, beautiful things to surround you, and genuine love." And I will read what it says. Don't limit yourself and allow yourself to have lovely quality things. Let yourself beauty and luxury. Permit yourself loving relationships, care, and all finances you desire. You can have all you want and need if you decide to live well. Decide and then act accordingly. And I love this because today everything is about deciding. Everything is about decision, about choosing certain life. So I just want to bring this beauty close to you. And any of these you know, inspirations that you see, I post them on my YouTube as well. Just screenshot, print. And one of my dear clients, we had a call recently with her. She said, I printed one of them, I put in a frame, and I put the flowers next to it, and she actually sent me the picture. My heart melted. It was so beautiful. She said, Tativik, you're always with me. So I really like, you know, how we do it. And so I have a huge announcement, very inspiring. Thank you so much. Yes, and I love that infinity sign that you're sending, like 8. Yes, very inspiring. And I just think, you know, like I want to do it like this going forward, that before we start the live, we have our own tradition, that I will read some nice thing or some inspiration for you all. So this morning I woke up and I was watching a video, and I spoke with my friend, and I got really inspired to do something really big for you all. As you know, I have a huge course about dating wealthy men, getting gifts from them, getting commitments. It's a very big course. It's a giant course. And in a few days, the first chapter is starting. So whoever bought, congratulations. We're starting really soon. And then some people were contacting me that they would like a sponsorship. Sponsorship basically is when you pay a very small amount and then other part is covered by the organization for the course. We can do that as well. But then it dawned on me that I really want to do like a short version of the course. It's not going to be the same material, it's completely different material, but in the end you're getting all information you need. And it's a feminine wisdom how to get gifts. Of course, it's about flowers, it's about chocolate, teddy, whatever you want, but it's about feminine wisdom, how to get a real date, first of all, to get taken not to the coffee shop or park in a walk in a park or drive in a car, but it's a proper restaurant. So I'm teaching you how to get a man to reserve actually the restaurant, to book a table, and with the reservation takes you to for a dinner. And the second part, I'm teaching about the flowers and the gifts you get on your date. And it's around 2 hours together, has 4 different lessons, and one of them is a bonus lesson that I added today. And today I sat down for hours and I put everything there. And I have a great announcement because the price is like unbelievably amazing. You know, if you buy the wealthy man course, it's a very big package. It's a very like expensive, beautiful, delicious course, and now it's actually 50% off, so it's around 700 now. But this course that I created, instead of 500, it's only like 180, 190, because the platform that we have, they're charging some commission. So you're paying like 180, but I think it shows 189, something like this. So it's really low, the amount. So from 500 is less than 200. So I would suggest you, the link is below, just definitely buy it. And I put the post as well about it, and it's beautiful. You can watch already, you don't need to wait for enrollment for other students. All modules are ready, so you buy and you have access. And the first lesson is precisely teaching you in half an hour what to say, how to ask to get dinner, to go to the restaurant, and to get the gifts and the flowers you want. It's really precise. I've done it 100 times in my life, and girls have done it too. So I would suggest you to watch. And I speak there as well about dating wealthy men, how to not be intimidated by them, understanding their psychology, understanding what they want, how you need to be. And there are bonus as well about femininity and how to be beautiful, because you need to feel beautiful in order to attract the successful men. And I got inspired from this picture because I was going through my pictures and I saw this picture, and it became like a catalyst for me making this course. So course is created and you can already purchase now. And I really love this. I'm so happy there, the flowers and the gifts and the shopping, and it was just a beautiful day. It was a beautiful way how to start the course. And this is how it looks. I absolutely adore the picture. Excuse me, how it is. If you can see it, I'm so happy. Like there, everything there, flowers and chocolates and gifts and the cake. And it's called Feminine Wisdom with Men, getting dinner dates, flowers and gifts. It's beautiful, and it's a feminine course about womanly wisdom. So you don't need to lie, you don't need to pretend. You actually get what you want and what you deserve. And in here you can see all the beautiful chapters. So lesson 1 is about how to get gifts, dinners, flowers. Lesson 2 is actually about learning about wealthy men and how to not be intimidated by them. It's a very beautiful lesson. Lesson 3 is how to be actually more feminine and be less intimidated to a man. So know how you talk. And lesson 4 is the affirmations about beauty and womanhood. So it's really beautiful, has the bonus courses. And I love this. I just screenshotted one of the lessons, how I'm sitting and talking in my previous mansion. And when I was walking here, you can see this is what I'm wearing. Next to my house, opposite actually, my house is a mosque. So I took a picture to show you how beautiful it is. And there was like a Hummer passing by. Hummer, that's a massive car. And it's my neighbor. I'm like, here you go, you come right on time. I'm masculine protective energy. So these are the things that I wanted to show you. So definitely if you're interested, I suggest you to have a look at this course, feminine, like a wisdom course. And you can do it in one day, in 2 hours you're ready. You done all the modules. And beauty of this course is that it has 3 different years of my life. And from each year, I have 1 video. It's very magical. You can see me, I look different, I behave different, I speak different, even the length of my hair is different. So I go through 3 years of my life in 3 different lessons, and it just has a magical energy. Amazing. Thank you for saying that. And yes, and whoever interested as well, whoever emailed, right now we're getting so many emails because with my lives, people have so many questions. They want to purchase many things. So in 2 days, maximum, we'll get back to you. So today I said the team, answer whoever was first. And then tomorrow, you're also going to get emails when they come back to work. So everything is getting ready for you, and I look forward. If you have any other questions, we are here. We are here to serve you. We're here to help you. And when you buy, a lot of people were asking, can you show me like an inside? And of course, I love these cute bows and the gifts. Yes, I wanted to ask because I reached out. They will definitely answer your email. And actually, I know you by name. They already, the draft is done. They just need to attach some attachments for your email. So I have seen your email, and you're going to get the response in a few hours, basically, when it's morning. They will send to you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for reaching out. I see you. I remember you. I know you. And so so some of the girls were asking, can you show me how it looks inside? So I'm going to give you like a sneak peek, because I can log in as I am the student because I have the logins. I'm the creator, so you have the perks. And this is how it looks. It's actually really beautiful. In here you see the lessons, like you can see what's going to be inside. You see when it opens, and every lesson has also description, has homework, journal prompts. It's really nice. And for example, this is, for example, if I press, you see, like I'm teaching. I'm saying in short time you're going to get the knowledge. It's really nice. I watched like with a huge smile on my face. And this is, for example, the next lesson. When you go, you see it's in my other house. Like, it's really nice. I really like that it's through different years. I really love this course. It's very magical, and this is a great price. So definitely take advantage of this while it's available. Wonderful. Great. So everything is ready. And as you know, I have multiple other courses. So whatever interests you, please go ahead and have a look. You can see Art of Femininity, Love Affirmation, Dating Wealthy course. This is the biggest course that I have. Let me just bring it closer. Mother Wound, Feminine Wisdom with a Man, and so on. It's a lot of beautiful courses. Self-love course. There is about wealth course. There are affirmations course for relationships. There is another one. It's like it explains you everything about men. It has so much content. It's unbelievable. Like, it's hours and hours, like 6 modules, just like about everything. So it's really nice. I look forward for you. If you have any questions as well, please ask. Wonderful. All right, that's great. So we have all announcements. We discussed everything. So now we are going to start our beautiful training, beautiful seminar, and I hope that you will have fun, great times, and learn a lot of things we're going to learn. So let me just quickly read what you said. I love designing women. The women were so feminine and beautiful. Me too, I love it. And I just get inspired every day. I try to get my dose. If I'm eating something, I just sit down and I look at them so I can enjoy them. Thank you. I learned so much through good films. I have been watching The Sound of Music on repeat lately, about love, family, arts, beauty, fulfilling of a woman chasing a man. Fulfilling of women chasing, maybe not chasing a man, etc. What do you think? I haven't seen it, but if it's great, thank you for a recommendation. Let's ladies check what she's saying. It's beautiful, amazing. Yes, great. Thank you. You're welcome. Wonderful. Yes. And I like how someone is saying, yes, I saw that movie. Funny, it's in 90s. Yeah. And I think in 90s are actually the best movies. They knew how to create, like, intimacy. They knew how to create certain topics to not be revealed. They knew how to dress. They knew to create privacy in their being. I loved how they made the movies. This is elegant living room, great inspiration. I'll show you 1 second. I'll show you in one very beautiful corner. We added, like, I always say I like lamps, so I added lamp where you cannot add, but I added. So I will show you. Thank you for advice on conserving your energy and how we don't have to acknowledge, respond to anyone. I feel so much better and peaceful, free. We are not for everyone. I agree. And I have this beautiful video, maybe you saw, where I'm wearing a red dress. It's one of my pre-recorded videos where I'm talking about protecting your energy, that you're removing yourself from radio. You're not listening to news. You're not watching TV only if it's good movie that you choose. You're not listening to other people. You're not listening to trashy music. You're not listening to every YouTube video. You're not reading every book recommended. You're like, no. I choose wisely. That's why I say to you that choose like one platform that you really like and stick with that platform. For example, for me it's YouTube. All this TikTok or I don't know, other apps. I don't like Instagram. I don't like this speed there, and that everything is raw. Everything is coordinated for you just to be impressed by the lifestyle, but you actually don't learn anything. You just become envious and more unhappy and depressed by what you don't have. So I suggest you to really pay attention and make like a big distinction what you want, you know. And even with the dressing, make sure that whoever you're watching, they're dressed properly. Only what aligns with your soul. Yes, choose only what aligns with your soul. Wonderful comment. I appreciate you. Good evening. Yes, I finally decided to lose extra weight to reveal my best figure, and once I decided, it transformed in just days. I love this comment, and I love these beautiful emojis that you send, the star, the glitter, the gifts, the mosque, I think it is, the picture. I love it for you. Just decide. I think 1 or 2 years ago, I even saw this affirmation video. It was saying how to lose like 5 kilos. And I'm like, let me just listen to the affirmation and lose the 5 kilos. And I did. I don't know what she said there, but I did. And I realized it's all in the mind. And 2 days ago, I was like, I want like flat stomach. I mean, I'm very slim already. And in 2 days, I'm like, today I'm standing, I'm like, what? How? I didn't do anything. I didn't go to the gym. But you know, I'm telling you, if you can stop eating wheat, that has transformed my figure. That has transformed my figure. I still have beautiful curves, but it's flat. The stomach is so nice. I don't have anything extra even with my hands, you know, like everything is like tight and firm. So if you can stop eating wheat, bread, pasta, rice, cookies, cakes, stop that, you will transform without the gym. And I stopped going to the gym for like 2 months. I'm just still active doing something, or swimming or walking. I stopped going for the gym. I lost weight like never before. So it's not the gym that helps you to lose weight. It's the food that you do not eat. So wonderful testimony, and I cannot wait for you to even be more glamorous. And we are actually a group now, are several girls that are losing weight before summer. So it's going to be amazing. Wonderful. Hi, I wanted to know your opinion on women that have pets instead of children. I'm post-university age, and so many of my friends are starting to get pets. I'm the only one who wants babies and husband. I love that laughing face. You're doing correct. I'm in your side. I'm exactly like that as well. And one of my friends was like, oh, just get the dog. I'm like, I had 6 dogs when I was little. I mean, we had a very big house. We had 2 big houses, and we had 1 garden, uniting houses. So we had dogs, big dogs. And but my mom had me, you know, so I know how it is to have a children actually. So I would suggest you be careful, because they say women, when they get pets, they actually give a lot of love to them, they give a lot of care to them, but then there is no place for a husband, there is no place for a child, because then you have the outlet where to put your energy and your love. Hi Titevik, I love learning from you, you inspire me. Hi dear, I remember you, you won't believe me. I even remember from your picture today, I saw, and I saw it before, but I saw one more time, you know, when you did a video a long time ago, and when you mentioned that you had a consultation with me, I taught you to buy things for the house. I was looking at that today, and now you're here. I'm so happy to see you, I'm so happy that you're here. And yeah, it was like when someone mentions you in their video, it shows you on YouTube. So it was you many years ago. It was, I think, a year ago or something. And I still have that notification. And today I looked at it, and here you go, you're here. Welcome. I'm so happy to hear you that you're here. So yes, regarding the pets, I don't suggest, because then you have an outlet where your love goes, and you have no necessity to actually, you know, miss not having children, miss not having a husband. And in general, it's not really natural, and it's not really normal. In Arabic cultures, we're not allowed to have pets inside the house. They're considered dirty, they're considered animals. So if we have a dog, it's always outside, and it's like a Doberman, it's like a, you know, like a strong luxury dog. So I know that people in Europe and Western people love, excuse me, my hair is here, they love having like dogs and calling their dogs their like babies. I totally understand that, but I don't suggest you, because then you don't really have space for, you know, children and husband. So it's up to you, but I personally don't do it. Just I want to have this missing part, that I miss having children, that I want to have children. And even in my wardrobe, when I was single, I would create a like little space, and I hang like a baby clothes, a man's t-shirt, just like feeling that there is someone there. And it really helped me. Even with my pillow, I created like another pillow that is like for my husband. I bought a bigger bed to put my teddy, and I feel like, okay, there's someone with me, you know. So I want you to create this longing for a husband, for children, so you can attract it. Why do women on social media suggest clean girl aesthetic to attract quality men, when the truth is men like elegant, glamorous women? Yes, you're right. And no need, you know, don't follow what the social media is saying, because social media is creating like a hospital image. Your house is minimalist, you have nothing in the house, you dress just white and monochromatic. I don't agree. Be luxury, be beautiful, enjoy yourself, have beautiful things in your house, have paintings in your house if you want. You know, I'm big on lamps, so I love massive lamps, you know, and so I will have everyone, if this is the blue pillow, it has to match, you know, because it's aesthetic. You don't see the carpet, but it's matching with the carpet. So I want to make you understand that don't listen to social media. Social media is created to sell you certain things, certain items. So social media cannot sell luxury because it's too expensive to buy. So they target everyone. And in order for them to target everyone, they need to sell simple, regular things. So I suggest you to, you know, stick with your luxuriousness, stick with your glamour, and understand that your man is for you. And you don't need to tone it down. You want to do your makeup, do your makeup. You want to put glitter, as you can see, I have glitter. I love beautiful hair when it's done, and I love beautiful earrings. I love red nails. I'm not going to tone it down to attract a man. Like, I want to attract someone who likes Rolls Royce. I don't want someone who likes bicycle. So we don't need to tone it down. I'm so happy you remember me. You have such a good memory. I remember every one of you, and I remember you so well. I remember we had a consultation with this girl who is right now sending the message. It was a beautiful consultation, and she was so open. She's like, I want to learn. I want to make my house like beautiful like yours. I want to know how to put these decors. And we went through everything. And this girl was amazing and so adamant. She went and she bought everything. And then she made a video on her own channel. If you click on her like a picture, you can go to her channel. Beautiful video, how she made it, everything so cozy, so feminine. And I was like, wow, this woman is going to skyrocket, because she just took the consultation. It was a free consultation that I was providing every year. I do like 1 month, and it's free consultations, and she took it and she took every word like a gem, and she changed her life. And then she posted a beautiful video to inspire other women. How many women you inspired? And I remember I shared your video with other people. I love that. Thank you so much. Of course I remember you. I remember every one of you. I know everyone. I don't say the names because I don't want to like call it out, make you uncomfortable. Like, you know, Anna said this, Joanna said this. I don't want to make people feel like, oh, they're on a spot. So someone saying, oh, thank you. Like, I read what you say, everything that you say I read, but I never like call names, just to make it really comfortable. Because imagine if we are in a classroom and if I'm the teacher, I will not every time say Anna said this, because you can see that Anna is there. And you can see in the chat who says what. You can see their profile picture, you can see their name. So it's no point, you know, it's to put them on a spotlight. And I always think it's also a respect, you know, I respect so much the privacy of people. And for us, is the most important is the question, is not to target the person who said it what, you know. So you're so welcome to comment and tell me how you feel. Do you want me to call each of your names? Let me know. I'm happy to do what is good for you. And I wanted to take a little time to answer a few questions, you know, before like we will absolutely discuss everything we need to. But I really wanted to give a little time, because we, in my last lives, we were just jumping in the topic. I was like, I want to get them a little bit like, you know, like a starter, a little bit like make it smooth for them, because it's a very big topic, very heavy topic. So I want to go through like a little femininity part, be a little bit girly, answer questions, like very, make it light, and then start. In like 2 minutes we will start. And of course, make yourself comfortable, get something to eat, get something to drink, be cozy, sit somewhere nice, and it's going to be amazing. Bicycle red flags, yes. When I said I'm not a bicycle, I'm a Rolls Royce, yes, exactly. We don't want those kind of things. We want like a quality man. Wow, right. They're trying to take out the competition out of insecurity. Yes, yes, regarding the post, clean girl aesthetic. Wow, thank you for addressing pets. It's something I'm wondering about too. Yes, and a lot of women, like, they don't understand why they're doing it. But, you know, there was a girl who was single and she had like 5 cats. And I said, I know it's going to be difficult, but if the moment you give those cats away, you're going to find a husband. And that's exactly what happened. It took her 4 months. It was very difficult. She met a guy. She got pregnant. Now her baby's, I think, 3 years old. So you can have pets. I'm not against, but you have to understand, naturally, it doesn't, we were not like that. My pets were always outside. We were never having them inside the house and trying to give our love and kiss the dog and the cat because we don't have children. Because in older times, we always had children, and not 1, not 2. So when you really think about it, you know, how did we come from this to this nonsense that we are worshiping, you know, dogs and cats? I'm not against. I had dogs outside, no problem. They can be there, they can have fun, but I'm very particular. Thank you for being live today. I literally don't listen to anyone else's advice. Your mindset has changed my life. You're so sweet. I'm so happy to be live. And when we was coming, I was like, oh, it's a bit too hot, but I still want to do the live, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to sacrifice the door open. So if you hear someone, but we're going to go do the live. Because the outside, I can feel because you know it's a corridor, so they have very massive air conditioning there. I can feel it on my feet. Like I feel so good. I feel so relaxed. So I really like it like this. It's better like this, but then we are quiet. And I have another like a fan that is above where the TV side is. I hope it's not too loud because it's really warm. Without it, I can't survive. I'm preparing for motherhood, but I'm so scared of getting stretch marks, gaining weight, or losing my beauty. First of all, you will never lose your beauty. Scientific fact proven that a woman gets a specific radiance that is unheard of after the motherhood. She starts glowing, and the glow doesn't go away. You become a different person. You start glowing in a different way, and you upgrade your beauty without doing nothing. Because when you are pregnant, you create a specific hormones in your body that beautify you. Because that is done by the nature for you in order to be even more attractive to your man, so he can wait for you physically while you're pregnant. So nature has a very good tactics. And don't worry about stretch marks. I have a girl who has stretch marks on her belly, but she has just 3 children, and she was showing me on the video. She said sometimes I look and I'm sad, but then I look at my babies and I'm like, who cares? I'm like, that's correct. And stretch marks, of course, you can just make sure every month while you're getting pregnant, while your belly is growing, make sure that you put the stretch mark oil. And then, it doesn't matter. If I need to have stretch marks or 3 children, you can put stretch marks on my face. I don't care. I would rather have children. So these are the things that modern women problems, that they are thinking about these things that are actually never been our desire, never been our problem in our tribal times. We never thought I'm going to have stretch marks, I will need to breastfeed. We never thought about it because our destiny is motherhood. So don't say afraid, say I'm excited, I look forward. And in general, I'll give you tips to change the word fear towards word excited. I'm excited to be mother. I'm excited to see how my body is going to change. I'm excited to have a baby, to hold the baby in my arms. Like motherhood is the ultimate. I was looking after one of my relative babies, and that's when I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait to be mother. Like I forgot about the whole world. That baby became my world. For 3 months, I was responsible for that baby. It was the best experience of my life. It doesn't matter. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I could not care. I was so happy. I didn't see the world. I was so happy. You are going to be so happy, and I know you are lovingly married with an amazing husband who loves you, who makes you happy. Motherhood is next step. Do not delay. Try to get pregnant as soon as you can. And don't forget, I still remember, and open your business as well. So do both. Don't be afraid. Be excited. Be super excited. And we're here to support you. Wonderful. And I like when you're saying I'm afraid to gain weight, but how are you going to feed the baby? You have to gain weight. It's a new problem created by social media. My pregnant friend got even more gorgeous while pregnant. Yes, I saw one pregnant woman. She's so beautiful. I was like, oh, it's not polite to stare, but let me stare. And she was at the beach taking pictures, and she was holding just her belly. She had just a baby blue dress, nothing else. No accessory, no makeup, nothing. And she was so beautiful. I was like, and my man was taking pictures of me. I was like, well, hold on a second. I need to stare a little bit. She was so beautiful. She inspired me so much. A pregnant woman is like, it's you understand, it's a walking divinity. There's a life that she created in her own belly, and she's holding that life, feeding that life. Like, isn't that unheard of? Isn't that magical? So if I can, I will get married tomorrow, today. I'm just not married yet. So first we need to get married in my culture. Glow, yes, they have a glow. So I can't wait for announcement when I'm going to read the comments. I can't wait to see and thank you for saying that. I cannot wait for the beautiful news that you will tell us. Thank you. Yeah, so you're next, okay? You're next in the line. It's going to be music. Well done. All right, so if you're now all ready, let's start our topic. And let me just open my notes. I love having the notes with me because I want to be very adamant how the presentation is done and how I share everything. So I created this beautiful 4 steps that we're going to discuss, and we're going to cover all 3 topics. Thank you for everything, love. You are so sweet. You're welcome. You're here. You're adored. You're loved. You're part of our community, and I'm so happy that there is a woman who is happily married. Like, you're such a testimony to other girls. You don't know how you inspire them. So yes, your baby, your new business, your new glow, your new beauty, everything is installed for you. And to every woman, I want you to get married. I want you to be happy. Including me, I want to have children, and I want to be like, oh, my baby's one, my baby's walking. I want to be that person that throughout the years stays with you and tells you like, oh, I'm getting married, I'm having the baby, like, I'm so happy I'm pregnant, like these things. I can't wait to tell you these things. One second. Sorry, my man wanted something. So he's here, but now he kind of left to other room. So he wanted to ask me something. Excuse me for leaving for a moment. He's like, remember, we need to go in half an hour. I'm like, yeah. Inshallah, you have the most beautiful married life with lots of babies. I can't wait. I'll gather them all. I can't wait to be a mom. It's my dream. It's my only dream, actually, that hasn't been fulfilled. So God, please, Father, okay, work on this. All right, if you're ready, we will start the topic because in around half an hour I need to go. So today we're discussing woman, luxury lifestyle or luxury life, and money. And we're going to have 4 different chapters to discuss each chapter. They're going to be, of course, connected to each other, but by the end of each chapter, you can ask the questions and you will understand and become a little bit closer to this freedom, financial peace, the happiness. So it's going to be life-changing. So first, I want to talk about luxury. Ready? I love it. I love the ears symbols. So first chapter is luxury life, luxury lifestyle. In here, I want you to understand that God has created everything in a very luxurious way. Even if you look at the nature, you look at the animals, you look at the sea, you look at the ocean, anything that is created by God is very beautiful, it's very luxurious, and it's very abundant. There is no tree that is thinking, oh my God, but my leaves will pass, and what am I going to do next? They don't care. They're fine with everything. Every season, the leaves are falling, and then the new leaves are coming. If you go in a forest, it's abundance of greenery, it's abundance of trees and flowers and berries. It's abundance. It's not limited. No one is afraid of it. No one is trying to take the tree in their house. It's abundance. You go to the mountains, you go to the rivers, you look at the ocean, and it overwhelms you with luxuriousness. Look at every flower, look at every tree, look at every mountain, every corner, every wildlife animal. Look how beautiful and luxurious they are. So first chapter, what I want you to understand that luxury is absolute norm. Luxury is not created by the social media to tell you that you have to become luxurious. Luxury is a norm, it's your birthright, and it's absolutely normal thing to have, normal thing to do, normal thing to see. It's normal to have a beautiful lamp, to have a beautiful chair, to have a clean walls. Thank you, I love the hearts and the flowers and the hugs, you're so cute. It's normal. So I would like you to first learn the key that luxury is normal. Luxury is my birthright. Luxury and abundance or plentiful in life is created by God as a default. He's not stingy, he's not a peasant, he's not, poor, he's very wealthy, he's very generous, and he's the king of the universe. That's why I'm kind of careful, when people say, oh, I'm a queen, I say, yeah, but the queen is the nature. King is God, queen is the nature, and I'm a princess, and you are a prince if you're a man. So I would like you to understand. I'm sorry for the noise, but the door is so far. Can you please close the door? He's not in here. Hopefully he will hear and come close to the door. Excuse me for the sound. So luxury and abundance are complete norm. And I love this sentence. I sent you a long time ago a video about it where it says, normalize luxury and you will have it. Normalize beauty and you will have it. Normalize wealth and you will have it. Anything you want, normalize it and you will have it. So luxury, the people, why they fear it or they think they don't deserve it or they're not enough, comes from this belief that you are worthy of it, that you are enough to receive it. But I will tell you, when you were a child, there was no idea in your mind that something you cannot have. There was no idea that you are not good enough for something. There was no idea that you need to earn something. As a child, we believe in ultimate luxury. We believe that everything we want, we can have. And as children, we just say, I want this toy, I want this candy, I want to go to water park. And it becomes normal for our parents. They never think about, why are you asking me this? They think, okay, my baby wants food, my baby wants candy, my baby wants to go to this park to play. They give you those things because they love you. So if the parents who are faulty, who are sinful, who are not complete, who are not perfect, love their children, how much more God loves us. That's why I tell you, if you want to understand wealth, and if you want to be wealthy, you don't ask that from your parents, you don't ask that from human beings. You ask it from the Creator. I'm so sorry for the noise, but I cannot control. They're cleaning the corridor. 2:30 in the night. I don't know why the cleaning always starts in here from 2 to 3. Like, I don't know. They think that it's the deepest sleep we have. They don't know that Tevik is alive that time. So excuse me, but I cannot tell them off because it's the corridor and they have to clean. So luxury is God created. So true. I love the glitter of the miracles. Luxury is God created and is a norm of life, of the world. Ask God for wealth. Yes, go to the right source. You know, imagine a God is your bank. So don't ask, oh, I want a new job, I want a promotion, I want a man. Ask, okay, you are my provider. You know I need money right now. You know there is something I need and something I want. Can you please take care of this? I really need this to be done. I need you to help me. I want you to give me my husband. I want you to bless me with my business. I want you to give me money. I want you to organize everything so I get the salary or I get the raise or I get the job. I want you, please help me. So never try to do it on your own with like pushing and like forcing. Ask God. And in Proverbs, one of the books in Bible, it actually explains that if you want to be wealthy, you need to ask wealth from who owns the wealth? God. So number one, I want you to completely understand that luxury is normal. Luxury is your birthright. What would you like to do? Would you like me to put on pause for like 2 minutes and then continue so it's less noisy? Let me know. Because our carpet in the corridor is not too big, so in like 2 minutes he'll be done. Would you like me to put on a little bit on like a quiet? And then continue. No, please keep going. Are you sure? I hope it's not too loud. I want to... I can't tell him anything. And I don't want to like, walk in my dress and heels, like come out of my flat and like, yes. You sure? Yes? All right, 2 minutes. No, it's good. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it's a good energy, cleanliness energy. No, we can hear your voice. Tell your man to get you a cute little mic. Oh, thank you so much. I actually on my phone is really a nice quality. So we ordered 2 microphones, but it was actually worse. It was like doing the sound when I move the hair. It was doing the sound when I move with my mouth. So it was actually really difficult to hear my voice. It was like every voice, every time I will move something, even my jewelry, it will make it really loud. So he said it's not really a good idea. Like it's good if you're not going to move anything and going to be like this. Honey. I want them to stop cleaning. All right. So regarding the luxury, I want you to understand as a child, you do not have limited beliefs about luxury. You do not have any fear from luxury. I love the laughing face. Yes, we do not have any limitations. Every limiting belief is created by our parents, by teachers, by the society, by our friends. So anything that you have in your mind that is not allowing you to have luxury lifestyle or luxury in your house or in your life or in your looks, it's actually created by your parents. It's created by your family. It's created in the environment that you are raised. So I would suggest you to really think about this and analyze this. And ask, who is the person who is limiting me to have a luxury lifestyle? You know, I'm thinking maybe to ask him to come to clean my house too. Exactly. Hello, can you come clean my carpet too? I mean, it's clean. Luxury is my birthright. I agree. One second. Let me see if I can ask him one moment. I have great news. He came and he did my carpet too. Only today we can do something like this. All right, he finished everything, and I said, "Can you please finish quickly? And can you do my like an entrance carpet?" He's like, "Sure." So all done, all sorted. Now it's quiet, and then he can do outside, further from my entrance. All right. Can you hear me all right now? Is it better now? Is it more quieter? No, he's not at my entrance. He's like on the other side. He's still cleaning there. And he cleaned, I will show you, remind me later, I will show you next to, we got this beautiful, how you call it, globe. And there's like a gray carpet next to it. So I said, could you mind cleaning? Because when they brought the box, they had like little things on it. So I didn't want it to wait until tomorrow. So he just cleaned. So here you go. That's a feminine energy. All right, wonderful. He's working hard. Yes. Is that true? It's true. That's why a child can randomly ask their parents to get them an airplane. When they go to the store. Their faith is limitless. Mm-hmm. Yes, even I watched this in the museum. The child was like, "Oh, I want this." He said, "Okay, this one I cannot get you, but I can get you replica from like a museum shop." He said, "Yes." So, but the child is always asking. You have to ask. Yes, I've always thought that the Proverb 31 woman is very wealthy. The description is so lush. She is very wealthy. She's married to a wealthy man, and she's very wealthy, and she has her own endeavors. She's very wealthy. What are some affirmations that you recommend for attracting more luxury in one's life? You don't need affirmation. You just need a simple, regular, plain prayer. God, I know that you are the wealthy one, so can you please share your wealth to your daughter? It's my birthright. You created me to have, you know, wealth as well. So I always tell that if people believe in God and they don't have money, that's something wrong. That means they don't believe in God or they don't know God very well. If I come like this closer, is it better for you? How is the sound? I really want you to hear this because it's important information. So let's continue about luxury lifestyle. We have to break this concept, especially as women, that women are not supposed to have money. I will tell you one secret, that women throughout generations always had money without less effort, and sometimes without no effort at all. First of all, they were coming from a family, and the moment they were getting married, they were transported and transformed and moved to their husband's house. So women never needed to struggle to pay their own rent, to buy the house for themselves, or pay any bills. Women were entitled to have shelter, food, and clothing they wanted without doing nothing, just because they were women. This is what I want you to understand, number one. Second of all, women, even in 40s, 50s, 90s, always had men who to provide for them. So women always had money. Maybe we didn't know, maybe we didn't understand, maybe we didn't realize, but woman and money was always linked together, because woman was the one who would give the legacy to a man who will give him children, so he knew that he needs to provide. And men were always providing. Only in the last 50, 100 years, men are not providing because we're not requesting it anymore. So it's our responsibility, and it's our fault that we are doing everything on our own. I want to break this concept that a woman doesn't need to have money, that a woman doesn't need to have a business, doesn't need to have her own income and her money. There is no such thing. You as a woman, you are also a human being as a man. Yes, you don't need to strive for like a career, you don't need to build career and like be CEO of the company in order to like break your own body into pieces to get money, but you are entitled for money because you are the one who creates life in this world. Everything is existing thanks to you, and everything is created for you. So regarding luxury, number one, what we are discussing, first of all, luxury is normal. Like this plant, normal. This wall, normal. Me breathing air, normal. So if I can breathe, which is ultimate luxury because that means I'm alive, that means a regular luxury items are normal. Luxury clothing, luxury fabrics are normal. Having luxury hair is normal. Having a luxury nail polish is normal. Having a luxury computer is normal. It is better. The quiet way, yes. Luxury is normal. This is what I want you to take as a key takeaway. Luxury is normal. Second key takeaway, luxury is my birthright. It's nothing I need to earn. I don't need to be enough for it. I don't need to be worthy of it. I don't need to beg for it. I don't need to earn. Earning doesn't exist for a woman. I don't earn anything. Even my own beauty, I don't need to earn it. Have you ever thought that your beauty, your femininity, your curves, you didn't earn it? It was a gift. So what makes you think that this beauty doesn't need to be earned, but money that is man-made needs to be earned? So first, luxury is normal. Second, luxury is my birthright. And third, luxury and abundance are, how can I explain to you, are made for a woman, especially for a woman, because she's the one who moves the life forward. She creates legacy. She moves the world forward. So forget about the men right now. Focus on you as a woman. I deserve to have luxury. That is my birthright. That's normal, like breathing the air. And abundance is part of me. I deserve to have abundance because everything that around me is created is abundant. So what makes me think that what I want in life is not going to be in abundance? So that's why I say to women, you want 10 dresses, same color, same shape, different shape, go for it. That's why I tell shopping is not bad if you understand the true value and you understand true meaning of shopping. Having beautiful, a lot of things, a lot of luxury things are normal. I don't need a globe, but I wanted it. It's black with a beautiful gold detailing. Remind me, I will show you later. I don't need a globe, but I wanted it. And it makes me feel to understand the whole world is around me. So I'm thinking where to go next. I'm very grateful that I had an opportunity to live in the Middle East for 6 months without doing nothing. And you have to understand, you need to work in here, you need to have a certain visa. Thankfully, when you have a lot of money, you just pay and you can stay. You pay and you stay. You see? I believed in abundance. When I arrived in here, people were saying, you need this, you need this. I'm like, I'm not going through that. I will find the easiest way. Okay, pay to the government and then it's an official way how you can pay and you can stay. Because in my mind, I didn't believe that it's going to be hard. I believe that it gets to be easy for me. Maybe for not everyone, but for me, it gets to be easy for me. For my life, in my life, it gets to be easy. It gets to be like a feather. It gets to be light. It gets to be fresh. It gets to be easy, fast, short. Why do I need to wait? I don't want to wait. So I want you to decide once for all, luxury, it's normal. Luxury, it's my birthright. Luxury, I deserve it as a woman. I'm worthy of luxury. Can we make this big summary? Luxury is normal. Like the air I'm breathing is normal. Luxury is my birthright. You don't need to involve anyone else. My birthright, not my parents, not society, not what other people say. My birthright. And luxury, as a woman, I deserve to have luxury. I'm worthy of luxury because I'm a woman. I'm a luxurious being. I'm the pinnacle of the creation. I'm the last one who came and everything was given to me. So I'm worthy of luxury. I deserve luxury. I'm enough to match the luxury. I'm in the same frequency. Woman equals luxury. Got it. So I want you to normalize luxury. That's number one chapter that I want to discuss today. And leave the limiting beliefs of parents, leave the limiting beliefs of the society, of programming what you see in the movies, that you need to marry a poor man, but you need to love him. I disagree. Why can't I marry a wealthy man and still love him? Like Marilyn Monroe said in How to Marry a Millionaire, or Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, excuse me. She said, it's as easy to fall in love with a rich man as it's easy to fall in love with a poor man. And it's so much more enjoyable. He's handsome, taken care of, his skin looks good, he has money, he has a nice car park. It's so much easier and so much nicer to fall in love with a wealthy man. And always remember and remind yourself that I'm a child, and as a child I never had limiting beliefs about luxury. I never had limiting beliefs about what I deserve or what I can get. So as a child, become this childlike state. Be a woman, but become and have this childlike state that I want. So the same way, like you ask, I want flowers, I want husband. For God, it doesn't matter. For God, it's not, oh my God, that will take longer. Okay, this order, okay, then we need 2 weeks for this shipping. God has only prime delivery, only 1 day delivery, only fast delivery, only fast track delivery. He doesn't have, oh, if you're asking a husband, okay, you need to wait 1 year because it's a bigger ask. He doesn't do these things. If he sees that you are right, if you are righteous, if you're ready, if it's the right time, he will send you tomorrow. And one time, I heard this story that the girl went to see her granddad to just help him, to get some groceries, just sort some things for him. And the moment she was coming by the stairs, there was a man who saw her. Now they're married. There was another woman who didn't have money, and she felt so bad, and she didn't have any income, and she went to the first shop and she said, can I just work for you? And the man said, we don't have places. She said, I'm desperate, please, I need a job. He said, okay. She started working for him. In 6 months, the shop was hers because she got married to the owner. I had so many stories that women go to events, to regular events by themselves, networking. They go sometimes, one of the girls went to like a restaurant and Saturday evening alone, dressed up nice. Now she has married a millionaire, and that girl, a lot of people know her. She's a very big influencer, very beautiful. Now she's married with a millionaire. She went alone on a Saturday night and she met her man. After 1 year, they were married. So I want you to understand that your requests, as luxurious they are very normal to God. They're normal for him because his whole being is luxuriousness. When you go to Rolls Royce, you don't say, oh, but I wish your button is luxurious. He's like, yeah, of course it's luxurious. There's a piece of marble, there's Swarovski crystals. Of course my buttons are luxurious. He doesn't even think about it. He's like, but I'm Rolls Royce. Everything in me is luxurious. So I would like you to completely shift your mindset and go to the childlike state and start believing in luxury, that it's normal, that it's your birthright, and you deserve it. Day and night, you deserve everything you want and wish for. I just want to give you this freedom and like, oof, I'm allowed to have luxury, great. That luxury lifestyle or luxury life or luxury beautiful clothing is not something abnormal for chosen people, but it's for you. Yes, that's for me. Luxury is for me. So let's do first summary. Luxury is normal. Luxury is my birthright. Luxury I deserve and I'm worthy for of. Luxury is for me. Like a little summary. And I always say, put it on your heart when you're saying these things, because your heart listens, you know? Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Luxury is my birthright. Luxury is normal. Luxury is my birthright. Luxury and abundance are made for a woman, for me. I bought some luxury makeup today, Dior. Wonderful, my darling. I was always saying, buy one luxury designer makeup, and you did it. Wonderful. I'm so happy for you. I love that you're all improving. Like, it's not a day. It's not like it's 24 hours later. Oh, I did this. I did this. I opened my business. I bought this. I opened my channel. I bought flowers my friend sell. I bought the designer makeup. I moved to other place. It's like you are just, I don't know, your speed is just magical. You're a magical woman here, and it's my honor to be and tell you these things and to be part of this journey that you're going through. I'm just so honored and I'm so blessed. It gets to be easy for me. I love this sentence. It gets to be easy for me. I had this sentence from one of my aunties, and she had a lot of children, and every time I asked her, she said, it's easy for me. It's easy. It's easy, and it can be easy for you too, she used to say. And she managed a huge household, and she had a lot of children, and they were married, and they had children, so grandchildren, and her house would be so loud and people running, everything is moving, and she's like, it's easy for me, it's easy. So it gets to be easy for me. So I learned this, like a beautiful sentence from her. I'm sure a lot of people use it. It's a very regular statement, but it's just changed my life. Very often when something is hard, I'm saying, but it can get easy. And it can be easy for me. Not for everyone else. It can be easy for me. So I love this sentence. I really, really love this sentence. So she inspired me, I'm glad that I had her in my life. Do you suggest when you go out to go dinner alone, or get a table, or sit at the bar? I don't drink, but people at the bar are usually alone. You can sit at the bar if you have like an orange juice, so it clearly shows that you're drinking a juice, or water. Or I prefer, when I go, for example, and there is a beautiful bar area, I take tea. And in the evenings they do tea, and so a man, when he's seeing me, oh my god, look at this fancy schmancy girl, she has in her fancy schmancy tea, it means she's a schmancy fancy girl. So it's like you just send a different vibe. I think it's super fancy, and it's super like sophisticated when you have your tea and you're sipping your tea. Once I went out and I was having my tea, and there was a very beautiful girl. She said, she came and sat next to me. She was having tea as well. And then we started talking. I'm like, what tea you were having? And then we went, I knew one man, he took us to the private, like a secret door, where it was it's a very beautiful private membership club. It's a very beautiful, it's marble gold. It's like 1 million invested. It's a really beautiful place. We had amazing time, and we stayed friends, and she looks very similar to me. We took a picture. It was amazing. So you will always find also women who are like you, who have the same taste, and similar men. There were men in suits approaching us, because obviously these women are drinking tea 10 o'clock in the night. So sit at a bar with a tea or juice or water, so clearly shows what kind of person you are. Or you can order a table really facing the bar, so everyone who walks next to the bar can talk to you. Don't sit in the back of the restaurant alone. But that's a great idea. Go out, and I look forward, for the story. People who grip to steering wheel too tightly miss the turnoff for miracles. I love that sentence. That's true. Yeah, you don't need to be, everything needs to be hard and pressured and stressed out, and you need to be blue in your face. No, it gets to be easy for me, because that's the only way I can survive and have my beauty. When you ask God for something, should you keep asking for it over and over, or just once? I prefer to ask once, because if you ask me, for example, Tativi, can you do live on how to be feminine? Then tomorrow you email my team, can Tativi do live on being feminine? Then you come on a live on the comments, remember I told you, can you do live on the feminine? We saw the message, we saw the comment, and I actually answered the comment, yes, I'm going to do the live. I mean, this didn't happen, but I'm telling you an example. So imagine how disrespectful I will feel, like, okay, this girl is chasing us, maybe she's like a crazy fan, So think about it, that how this God is like magical, miracle, huge entity, spirit is like, okay, I heard you before you told me this. I knew it before you were born. I know you need a husband. So I did like a long time ago, and I'm like, okay, you know me, I want this, I you know my preferences, this is what I want. And I never go into details again. Do you remember, I want him to have this, and I never do that, because it's kind of disrespect. If you place your order in Amazon, or for example, I placed the order with what was it, Dior, no, excuse me, what was it, Versace, here you go. I placed the order, and I never looked back. And one day the parcel arrived, I opened it, like squeezed, took a picture, and I was happy. But I never thought in my life, in my mind, that I need to chase for such. It was, remember, I placed order. Because they know you placed the order. It's registered in the system. So God is really, really smart. Don't underestimate him. If you feel you need to ask many times, that means you do not trust. That means you have doubts, and you doubt him. So I always ask, I need to do this, or I need money for this. Can you please find a way? And he does. One time I was actually coming and I was thinking about something. I said, I need this amount, from nowhere, and right now I really need. And I went to bed. I just didn't even finish the prayer until the end. I just said, I have this concern, I need money for this. And I went to bed. Next day I woke up and I'm getting this email notification that this amount was transferred to you. I'm like, how? Where? So by the time I was resting, you saw that I rely on you. You knew that I need it, and you found a way. How magical are you? And I clapped my hands and I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, like this, because always you need to appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's like spoiled, arrogant child. We don't want to be that. We want to be grateful children, happy children, fulfilled children, joyful. Oh my God, thank you so much. You did it what I wanted, and you did better than I expected. You're amazing. You're magical. You're magical. So it's just the way you talk to him, show respect. So wonderful summary. Thank you so much for writing the summary. Luxury is normal. Luxury is my birthright. Luxury and abundance are made for me, for a woman. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Wonderful. Are you ready for number 2? Now we're going to do a very practical budgeting task. So second chapter that I want to discuss with you is budgeting, how to budget. I want you to understand that majority of women and men nowadays, they have no idea what they're spending their money on. They have no idea where the money is going. So a few years ago, when I needed to be responsible for myself, think about myself, plan things for myself, I created a little notebook. I bought a little notebook, and every month I will put the name of the month, for example, May 2025, and I will write my blessed budget. My blessed budget. So even on the paper, I was blessing my budget. And then I had certain points that I'm going to discuss with you where I would write where my money is going. So by the end of the month, I would clearly see where my money is going. And this is the clear way how I would need to know, and I would know how to control my money, where is money going, and how I want to do it next month. I will give you these steps, these bullet points that you can use in your budgeting journal, and you can do it and try it. I suggest for you as a woman to understand that when you want to have more money, you have to learn to budget and just even understand what you're spending on money. You don't need to limit yourself in any way. You don't need to hold yourself in any way, but try to understand, that you need to budget. You need to understand what you want. You need to understand what you're spending money on. So my door, I told you, is open, and there were like 3 very handsome men coming, and they're like when they see me, they come like this. So they just look directly at me. So you can see, men always, wherever I go. That's the destiny of a beautiful woman. So budgeting. I want you to understand this is not to limit you in any way. This is not in any way to put any boundaries, what you can buy, what you cannot buy. And there's a certain time when you become very wealthy that you don't need to budget. You don't need to worry about where your money is going. But this is very good for you as a woman to do, just to know where your money is going, just to understand what you're spending your money on or giving your money to. Because in general, we're never actually spending. It's just a circle. I give the money, I get the dress. I give the money, I get the bracelet. I give the money, I get the hair done. So you're actually never spending the money. It's just a circulation. So regarding budgeting, what I would suggest you to do, you can have either the notebook that I was telling you about, or you can do it in your email. So what I do, for example, if I don't have the notebook with me, every day, every few days, when I see someone gave me the gift, where I go somewhere, they say, you don't need to pay. Sometimes my driver says you don't need to pay. Sometimes I go to the restaurant, they say someone paid for you, or this is on us, or this is from the chef as a gift. Somewhere I go to the shop and someone pays for me. I write them as gifts. I write them as gratitude. So I always, in my email is always open. That email is like a draft, always saved there. And every couple of days, I keep sending it to myself so I don't lose the track. And then I create another draft and I write, okay, I got the gift today for this. A man bought me perfume. I didn't know. My driver asked me to not pay. So this, and I put the money, and then in the end of the month, my mind is blowing out of proportions to understand how much I am blessed. And I've been doing this for like a few years, and every month will be like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, in then 100,000. And you're thinking, where is these gifts and blessings and money coming from? And I would see what I am giving to, so where the money is going, but I would see the blessings, and that part of the blessings I became so positively obsessed with, in a most not in a beautiful way, I want to use this word, that I created one page just for the gifts and the blessings. And because I gave one beautiful page for gifts and blessings, they skyrocketed, because the pages was like, okay, I'm ready. So in the beginning I had 2 lines, then I gave a page, and then 2 pages, and it was getting filled in. And every time I would go on a date and the man will bring me flowers, I will write down, okay, 100 for flowers, or a 20 for the ride, for the gas, or 150 for a drink or a cake, or a 200 for the dinner. I will write down how much he actually spent for me to understand how blessed I am, how many gifts I'm receiving. And the bills, my phone company said, okay, you don't need to pay this month. Okay, I'm writing down. My landlord saying, okay, you don't need to pay for this, this bill I will cover. I'm writing it down. And became like this collector of gifts, blessing and gift collector. And it really surprised me to my core how much I actually get blessed. And every time when I have a call with girls and they tell me they want to help with the budgeting and with money, and I tell, let's create your budget. And we always write this gratitude. We always write what we're grateful for, what we love getting, gifts that we're getting. And the girls, I'm even saying, okay, when you have a consultation with me, for example, I'm giving you 30 minutes extra. Okay, write down $100 I saved because she gave me 30 minutes extra, for example. I'm telling you a random number. And then she'll say, oh my God, but I realized that in the last 6 months, you gave me like thousands for free for consultation. I said, exactly. Now you appreciate it. Now it's coming more to you. Then she said, I went to a store, they give me this. My mom bought me that. My sister gave me that. I'm like, you see? Become a gift and blessing collector. So let's write our budgeting. First, what I want you to write in your budgeting, imagine it's a paper. First is your rent. If you pay rent, first is rent. Just rent, separate rent from everything. Your second are bills. So I want you to understand that phone bill, electricity bill, that's not rent. Yes, any bills that you're paying, subscription bill, for example, I have YouTube subscription and I love it because I don't see any commercials. I write it as a bill. So first is your rent, the second one are your bills. First rent, second one is the bills. Third one is a transport. For example, I write driver and I write how much I'm spending on my driver. I don't have any other transport. I don't use buses. I don't use train. I don't know if they have here or other things. I don't use public transport. I can't stand public transport. Once I could not get a driver and I walked for 25 minutes up to 30 minutes. I was on my high heels. I came home and I collapsed it, but I was like, I will refuse to use I refuse to use public transport. I'm so adamant because imagine me going in a public transport. I will have hate all over me. People white and dressed the heels and like smelling nice and glitter on her hair and her heels like this. They will become like a hatred, a city of hatreds. So I avoid public transport. So one of the girls, she's like saving for the car. She said, how shall I dress when I go to the public transport? And she's Muslim. I said, just put your hijab and like hide the jewelry, hide the beauty. Like just don't put perfume when you go in there. The moment you come out, remove your hijab if you want to put the perfume, open your jewelry, open the dress. And what I did, she bought one of my dresses. It's like a black dress. It's like this. So this is a dress, by the way. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you 1 second. It's like a dress and it has a bow. Do you see that? So it closes and it's maxi, so it goes to the floor. It's really, really long. Yeah, so it goes to the floor. So it's like this. It closes like a robe, and then it has like a buttons. The buttons close you, and you can have a belt. This belt is really solid, so it keeps you. Let me just a little bit show you. Here you go. So she bought this, similar to this, like a silk fabric in black, and with a belt. And she says, I put my own dress, like a thin, like a fabric, like a silk or something, like a beautiful red dress. She said, then I put that black thing on me and I feel covered. And then I hide my hair. Like I either put on one side, I give this tactic to women, like put on one side. So here is like people don't see your hair and they don't see the length of your hair from the back. And you keep it like this. And sometimes you can tuck inside or just keep it here. It's a beautiful dress, princess. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for compliment. I have this in black and I have same in white. So where you see the black parts, they're white with a gold, and I really like it. So first is the rent. Number one is the rent. Number two is the bills. Number three is the transport. So for example, the driver, the taxi, anything is all transport, completely separate. Number four is food, all food that you buy for yourself, groceries, everything. Number five is shopping. So beauty, clothes, creams, all these things. And shopping is also when you go to the salon, you know, that's also shopping in my mind because I'm kind of buying the service. And the last one is going out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 you should have together. And number 7, of course, blessings and gifts. So can someone please write down? So budgeting. Number 1, rent. Number 2, bills. Number 3, transport. Number 4, food. Number 5, shopping. Number 6, going out. And number 7, blessings and gifts. If someone can write it down, please bless us with this beautiful summary we would like. So what I want you to understand is rent, bills, transport, food. This is your necessities. Then you have shopping, going out, and blessings. Those are like extras. So I would like you to document, even for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months, have a look, where is your money going? And this is, you will have the clear picture how much you need per month. So how much more blessings you need per month, how much more money you need from God more. So if you understand that in a month you're spending 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000, you're like, okay, God, this is the money I need. Can you give me more? Because I want to expand a little bit. I want to travel more. I want to shop more. I want to go out more. Can you give me more? Okay, what are the ways I can earn more money? So this documenting your budget not only helps you to understand how much money you are actually giving away, but makes you understand how much money you need and how much money more you want. How much more money you want. So think about it very deeply. This is about the budgeting. Okay, thank you so much for the summary. First is rent, bills, transport, food, shopping, going out, and blessing and gifts. And please don't forget the part of the gifts. Even if someone gave you coffee, and sometimes, you know, you go buy tea or coffee and they give you the 6th or 7th coffee for free, write it as a gift. If you were in a parking and you left actually the parking spot 30 minutes earlier and you saved $5, write $5 less. If one day you wanted to go out but you feel not good and you didn't go out, write down $100 I didn't spend. If you were supposed to go somewhere to drive but your friend picked you up and drove, count that as a gas money, that it's a gift, it's a blessing. Start counting your blessings. For many years I didn't understand when people are saying count your blessings. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, do I count money or what do you mean? Then it hit me and I understood. You count your blessings. You count the money you get. You count the gifts you get. You get the perks. You count the perks you get. And it made all sense. It made me so happy, you know. The list is growing and I get excited every time when there's a gift. So really, really would suggest you to do that. It will help you in the future. I recently had a traumatizing experience from public transport. I see now that it's God's way of telling me that it's not for me. It's not for any luxury beautiful woman. I have one girl from UK and she was using this, is it subway or train code? The one that is underground. She said every time it's like, smells bad, homeless people. I said, okay, you have to think what you can do to avoid that. She said, for 6 months, I need to use it. I said, okay, you are going to cover yourself. And she went even more extra. She was not putting her makeup when going to the public transport because her a long trip. So I would not put my makeup. I will put my hair completely closed. I would look like you don't want to look at me. Like I would look really bad. And I would cover like with like a big coat because in London it's cold. Then she said I would arrive and there is a hotel next to the station where she arrived. Then she would go to this hotel. The hotel had a beautiful luxurious bathroom. She will go there, spend 1 hour. No one will tell her anything because you know it's a bathroom. She will spend there and there had like a vanity. So she could sit, she would do her makeup every single day before she go to university in that luxury hotel. She would use the bathroom, open her hair, change her dress, put her makeup, and then she go. I was like, wow, you put such an effort. She said, I felt so good. I felt protected. That no one saw me beautiful, and then in the evening her father will pick her up. So she just needed to get there, so only one way. And then we had another girl who was using buses, and I said, when you use buses, you have one tactic: you need to go in the end. Do not stand in the middle, in the sense, do not stand in the entrance where people come and go. You go and you hide somewhere. If you need to use public transport, you have to hide. And the experience that you had, it's God's way to showing that you're more valuable than this. You know, when I came here and I saw like these buses, loud, dirty, old buses, I was like, ew, God, I'd rather walk. I don't need to use bus, thanks God, but I was like, I'd rather walk. And there are women standing in this heat, 35 degrees, waiting for a bus for 1 hour. I'm sorry, but I'd rather go to the nearest river and drown myself than do that. Like I'm so adamant of good life that I cannot do this. I will walk everywhere with my feet, you know, because sometimes my driver, if he finishes work at midnight or 1 o'clock, I can't go anywhere. If I can book a taxi, another taxi. But if sometimes my battery died, I told you a very beautiful story that it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, my battery died, and I was walking with my red dress with my ginormous high heels, red, beautiful high heels, and I was walking. And I was walking for 30 minutes to my house, and I said, I will not use any public transport. And I told you this story, a luxury sports car, supercar, stopped. I see that you need a ride. Let me take you home. I was like, yeah. And inside the car was red as well. I was like, hey. It was a spaceship. It was not a supercar. It was a spaceship. Thankfully, it was my second time, so I already knew where things are. I was like pressing things around. He's like, hey, you've been here before? I'm like, yeah. So he's like, okay. So it was when they say a prince in a white horse. It was a prince in a white supercar, and inside red. Imagine that beauty. So no, I'm a woman. I deserve to have a beautiful life. If I need to walk, I rather walk, or use a taxi. You know, it's actually taxis nowadays are so great that they cost less than actually public transport. It's super interesting. In many cities, I have no idea how to use public transport. I love that for you. I love this. What is public transport? I don't know this word. I'm not familiar. 1 second, let me check in the. I have actually books here. Let me see in my vocabulary. I don't know what is public transport. I love this. I love this. I love it. I love to hear this. It's such a beautiful testimony. This is a very good idea. A friend of mine did the same. Yes, covering herself. I love the laughing face you're sending regarding my comment about you. Wonderful. Yes. Yes, when I move to Upper East Side, Manhattan, New York, I will get a driver. Wonderful. It's your new goal. Okay, summer is coming. I have a trip. I have a goal, moving to Upper East Side. Let me have a look at the apartments right now. While Titanic is talking on the live, let me do already. How did she like it? Was it easy to find a good one? In which question? Could you please specify? Yes, so this is about budgeting. She loved it. You're talking with each other. Yes, great, amazing, thank you. Yes, wonderful. So this is about the budgeting. Now you're ready to move to number 3. Now, number 3, what I want you to learn today is about savings and debts. In general, I don't owe anything to anyone that I'm aware of. No, I don't like debts. I don't like to owe. I don't owe anything to my family, money-wise. I don't owe anything to my relatives. I don't owe anything to my friends. I don't borrow any money from my friends. I don't owe anything to any man in my life. Or never taken anything and run away with his money. So I don't owe anything to physical people or entities. I don't owe anything to my bank. I don't owe anything to my subscriptions. I don't know. I don't owe. And if there is a bill that I need to pay, for example, it's overdue, either I will pay today or I will pay tomorrow. There is a bill that I need to pay today, but I'm like, let me do the live, and then after the live I will pay, because these people are asleep anyway. So okay, 1 day after, but I will still pay. So if there is any bill, I would suggest you to make sure that you pay today, you know, or after this live, or you can even watch me and still do the payment. So what I suggest you to do is to not have any debts, to not owe anything to institutions, to the banks, to credit cards institution, or to actually friends or family. If you have debts, I would suggest you to do one tactic, to actually take a paper and write down, how much do I actually owe? How much do I actually owe? In our minds, we owe a lot, but actually when we start writing, okay, maybe for the phone I owe $30. I'm telling random numbers. Maybe for the bill of the electricity I owe $100, and maybe for the credit card I owe $2,000. But in my mind, I don't know why it felt $6,000, and now I see, oh, it's just $2,130. Good math, huh? She knows how to count money. So okay, in my mind I was thinking it's 5,000, but it's actually 2,000. How much do I actually owe? And when you write it down, the debt becomes very small. It becomes tangible. And I would suggest you to put that paper of that amount on the fridge. or in your shower room, somewhere where you can see it every day. And if it's in a shower, put like a little tape so it doesn't, fall down when it's humid. So what we want to do, number one, is we want to understand how much we actually owe to anyone, to people, institutions, anything, subscriptions. How much do we owe? You put that number, you now clearly can understand how much you need to make sure that it comes back from you to these other people or institution. Now, when you see this number, you're creating a plan. Okay, if I owe 1,000, it means at least 100 a month. I'm going to move my money towards this debt. That means next month I owe 900. After 2 months, I only owe 800. But every month, I become adamant to cover my debt. Instead of going out, going for a dinner, buying a new dress, it's okay. I'm going to block everything and I'm going to cover my debt. And I'm going to do one little promise for myself: to not get into debt again. And you know, all these student loans, people take the different loans from the bank. They take a loan to buy a car, they take a loan to buy a house. Be careful with those things. I would suggest you, it's a pit of danger and depression. So I don't have a car or a house that I owe and it's on a mortgage or a lease. I don't. Because I always imagine of myself that when I buy a house, it's like cash. I just, how much? Like, this is how I am. This is how I see myself. And I've always been like this. I rather rent, and I can go from one apartment to another. I rented mansions, I rented villas, and I loved it. Because if I cannot afford something, I'm not going to pretend that I can and then throw myself into debts that I cannot cover. I'm a smart woman. And if you are unmarried, then you need to be even way smarter than a married woman. Married women can be frivolous a little bit because there's a man behind her. But you, as a woman, absolutely trust God to help you. But do not be naive. Do not be dumb. As a smart woman, you cannot be dumb. So how much do I actually owe? Writing down that number and then focusing to cover it. And I suggest you at least 100, 150 per month, give it to the debt. You are not going to feel anything. I promise you. You're not going to feel that you're lacking anything. $100 a month. What is it? It's not a big amount, but it's huge for you to cover your debt. Imagine, even if you have a $500 as a debt, if you cover 100 per month, in 5 months, you're free. And sometimes I say to girls, if you can limit yourself, just give 200 per month. That means in a 2.5 months, I have no debts. I covered 500. So think about it. I would suggest you to really think about it and say, okay, this summer is the last summer that I'm going in my life with a debt. I deserve life without debts. And let's talk about savings. I would like you to know that a lot of books, they're talking about that, you need to pay for yourself, you need to pay to yourself. Like, imagine that you're paying, you're buying some food, you're paying for your bills, you're buying something to wear, you're paying everyone, but you're forgetting to pay yourself. I do agree with this tactic and this method, but for me, it's just a simple, old-fashioned saving. And I had one account, it was a Euro account. I put a couple of thousand and I said, if I ever need, not for the bad day, but if I ever need, I will have it here. And I was saving that money, I was not touching it for years. And there was a situation in my life where I could not access any of my money. And that was the only account I could access. I went to the bank, I could not even pay the rent because they were not allowing me to move anything. It was frozen, everything, thousands I could not access. And I went to the bank the next day, and my bank is really good. I have a great relationship. I said, okay, I have Euro account. That's like a paperless, there's a cardless account. It means I don't even have a card. I would like to transfer that to my another account so I can withdraw the money. They did it in one day. And next day I had thousands in my hand and I covered my rent. I did everything I wanted. And I realized how thankful and grateful I am for me that for years I had that saving account that helped me and took care of me when I needed. So I would like you to start saving now. And I have even a suggestion to you that find out from your bank what are the savings accounts that give you profit. I have a saving account and every month they give me like $100. It's a cute gift, but I take it. It's just, there are some thankful gifts, they're giving you because you're putting money. You put more than 100, more 1,000, they give you 200. So whatever you put, they give you more. I love to sometimes move money, but I have the savings account and I just put the money there. And some money I don't touch. And one more goal I will tell you, never allow your money, your bank account have less than $100 or less than $1,000 or less than $10,000. Imagine what is your number and never go beyond that. The moment you see, okay, it's 1,000 in my account for this month, okay, I'm starting this boycott. I'm not buying anything. And one of my girls, she contacted me. She said, I need a consultation. I'm having difficulty with the money. And I said, don't pay now. You will pay after 2 weeks when you get the salary, because it's a regular person. I know her. So I said, okay, right now you're in a difficulty, pay, because at the first she's going to get salary. I said, don't worry, the team knows. You'll pay at the first when you get salary, but let's have the consultation, let's sort this. So what we did with her, first of all, we did the budgeting that I was just telling you about, you know, how to budget things. Second of all, we look at the debts. So she now has allocated $120 every month to go to the payment. It's an automatic direct debit. It means she doesn't even need to control it. And we open her ISA. ISA is a name of a savings account. And now she already put $100. She said, I'm so happy I put $100. She put in her journal. Now I have my savings account with $100. I said, I'm so proud of you. Well done, girl. Proud I'm pleased by you. I don't like to use the word proud. I'm so pleased with you, I said to her. And now, debt's covered, savings is done, and she's taking care of her budget. So I have actually special consultation for people who want to go through these financial things. If you're struggling, you can book. It's around 2 hours altogether. It's 1.5 hours, but I always give 30 minutes extra consultation for questions and things like that. And we create your budget. We go through the steps and we go through the savings. We go through everything. And in the end, you have actual idea how to get money, how to save money, how to cover your debts. It's amazing consultation. It works. It's a systematic call. So it's under the specific structure. And it's life-changing. You just need one time in your life this call. It's a financial call, and with someone who actually done it, you know. And so I would suggest you to do that. So save more than you earn. Put money in the savings account. Pay your debts, and have your one account for your needs. You know, use one account for your shopping and one account for your savings. This is regarding savings and debts. If you have questions, let me know before I move to the next one. I will get a car this year. I have to. I love that. God bless you. And that's not a coincidence that you are on live in here. You know, last time when we had a call with you, we were talking about the decorating, beautifying your home. Then you went and you bought everything and it worked out and you enjoyed and you have so much feminine energy because of that. Now you wrote that, I'm getting a car. Even if you are writing, don't say I will get a car, but say I'm getting a car this year. Decide it. And it's going to be done. You still have a couple of months, so God needs to rush up and hurry and work for you. You know, that's wonderful. God bless you and get the most beautiful car that you are comfortable with. It's time for us to get cars, ladies, or a driver or a taxi. Yes, once I got married and started wearing hijab, I realized how much it protected my energy, even in my own parties. Unlike in the past, now I don't feel drained after the gatherings is over. Yes, the gathering is over. I agree with you. In general, I love wearing hijab as well. Sometimes I don't have to, but I love doing that, and I just felt it feels so much more protected. And in general, what helps me is protected dresses. Always my chest is covered, my hands are covered, and my dresses are maxi dresses. Always, always. In the heat, doesn't matter. That's why I'd rather open my house door and get the extra air conditioning from the corridor than to have revealing clothing, especially if there is a man in here. You know, we are going somewhere, so he's waiting, but he's not sitting here. Don't worry, he cannot hear anything. So even if he can, he is voting for you all. How do you find a driver? In my situation was that I took a taxi and I saw the car is really beautiful and really extra, you know, one of these like spaceships that I call. And I said to him, you don't look like a regular driver. He said, no, I'm just covering for someone with my car. I said, so you're a private driver, because he was dressed nice. He said, yes. So I took his number and the car smelled new. He said, I just bought this car. I said, I can smell it. And he gave me like a manual, and I was like reading, I'm like pressing things, you know. I said, would you be my driver? And he said, yes. And same I found when I was living in London, in Knightsbridge. It's one of the most expensive areas. And I wanted to buy something, and I wanted to go to Harrods. It's one of my favorite shops. It's very famous. It's the most expensive luxury shop in the world. And so I ordered a Mercedes because in Uber you can decide to order a regular car or executive car. I always order luxury executive, so the top class, so Mercedes, all these luxury cars. And the latest Mercedes came. I sat down. He was an amazing family man, very handsome, very well put together, clean, so respectful. I said, "Would you be my driver?" He said, "Yes. What's happening when you need me?" So I take taxis and then I speak with these people. Or you can do chauffeur servicing. I did once when I was living in like a countryside. They had a chauffeur services because in a countryside there are no cabs, no transport, no like public transport. So I ordered one car with them and I said, what kind of cars do you have? And they told me the most expensive car they have. And I said, what's the name of the driver and what's the name of the car, like a plate number? And so whenever I would call, I would say, hi, hello, this is Sativik, you know me, I'm already registered. Could you please send this driver with this number? And every time he will come, because I was doing shopping a lot in the certain area and I would always request for him and he would always come. So it's just the way, you do things. I'm from London, welcome. I lived in London before. London was privileged to have me now, but I'm now away. But yes, be safe, be taken care of, and get the best out of London if you want. Wonderful. If there's anything I didn't answer, please copy paste. I will go through one more time, see if I missed anything. Luxury and abundance are normal. Yes, they are. Wonderful. I can see you're all learning. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. All right, great. If you're ready, let's move on to the last one, and that is shopping. And I want you to understand this is not to have a propaganda for you to shop obsessively and spend your last money and buy things you don't need. But shopping, I want you to have this pure freedom and this like an easy mode on yourself that says, I'm allowed to shop. I'm allowed to buy things that I want. I'm allowed to buy when I need something. I'm allowed. I permit myself to shop. And in here, I want you to understand that possessions are nothing bad. Having things, having goodies are nothing bad. They're normal things. And as a human being, especially as a woman, you need things. Just to let you know, you need things to cover your body. You need things to eat. You need things to wear. You need things to enjoy. You need makeup to beautify yourself. You need a lot of skincare, a lot of products. So in this shopping, number 4 that I want you to learn is shopping is allowed for me. I'm permitted to shop. I'm permitted to have things. And I want to completely, rebuke and break this stereotype about being materialistic or having things or owning things. I want to break it and stop it for once for all to make you feel free, make you feel happy, make you feel that you can have whatever you want. Now, again, if you know that you have a certain budget, you cannot buy certain things this month, of course, make sure that you limit yourself to understand it's okay, baby, I will buy, and soon we're getting married, don't worry, soon we're getting wealthy, don't worry. But right now, we're not buying it. Of course, talk to yourself with a child. But if you can buy something, do not be stingy. And you know what's funny? Every time, even I, in my life, notice whenever I try to save, it backfires. The person who is stingy, who is trying to conserve his money or her money, is trying to not spend, to not give a tip, to not bless someone, to not buy the most expensive thing. Every time we suffer, because it's this conserving energy of you conserving the goods, withholding money from people, withholding love from people, withholding your own wealth from people, and not giving it to services, to companies, to people, to a person individually. Every time when you're withholding, it's like madness. It's like you're like it's a resistance. Your body becomes closed. And every time you do that, emotionally and physically, you suffer. One of the girls, she said, I tried to save and I traveled for 1 hour to go to another beauty salon to save money. I said, but you didn't calculate the money that you spent on the gas, right? She said, no, I didn't. I said, okay, and how was it? She said, terrible. They cut shorter than I wanted. So they ruined her hair, did an uneven cut. She spent more time. She lost money on the gas, and now she needs to pay double to go back to her salon to pay double so they can fix the haircut. So stinginess always leads paying double, and sometimes triple. One other girl, she said I was saving on the apartment where she was staying. She said I was saving so I can save money, so I don't need to spend too much on rent. And she said I could not sleep, I could not eat properly, I was not resting because it was too stressful. Then I needed to have a therapist. Then I needed to go to extra massage appointment. She said now in the end of the month I paid triple what I usually pay for my rent. So every time when you're trying to be stingy, it backfires. I have a car, amen. Amen, yes, you have a beautiful car, blessed car, and you're beautiful, luxurious there, coming with your high heels. You have to already imagine. And I will give you one task, sorry to kind of change the topic while I'm talking about the theory about number 4, but it's very important. Go and actually you have a homework to book an appointment and go and test drive the car you want. Just go. Book an appointment, you are allowed, and test drive the car that you want. Maybe there are 2 different cars. Go test drive 2 different cars, 2 different dealerships. Go and test drive. Sit there, take a picture. Can I take a picture? Can you take a picture of me? Ah, look at this. So I was in France, and one of my girlfriends, she was getting married, and her husband was buying her a car. So we went to test drive a car that she wanted. And I'm taking a picture of her, she's taking a picture of me, we're having fun. This man is taking care of us on a computer, he's writing and details, creating what kind of salon color she's going to have. And it's still 6 months for her to buy it, but she's already doing now. Now she has pictures. Oh my god, I'm taking pictures, I'm having so much fun. You have to have fun now. You have to create your future now, not tomorrow, now. So you absolutely will have the car of your dream. It's already there. The car that you want is already yours. It's a timeline that you're going towards. The car is standing there in the salon. It's not going to be created in 1 month or 6 months. The car is there. That's why I always say your man is always there. Your house is always there. Everything you want is there. I want to buy a ticket to travel. Do you think that ticket is going to be created tomorrow? The ticket already exists now. That airline already exists now. That time and a date of the flight already exists now. So Tetevik is just going to move herself towards her iPad, which is charging right there, and then buy it. But the ticket, the airline, the flight already exists. So the car you want exists. The house you want exists. Oh my god, I cannot wait to move to a new house. It's going to be amazing. New car, amazing. A new husband, new man who's going to be my husband, amazing. New dress, amazing. New makeup, amazing. New beautiful place, amazing. I'm so excited. Not I'm afraid, but I'm afraid I'm going to cry. I don't know how. It's not my task to know how. My task, I'm a child. And then I have a father, who is a father and a mother and uncle and an auntie and a grandmother and granddad and a sister and brother and a friend and a husband in one. I need, I want, I desire. I always go like this. Because if every time I need to think how things are going to come, I will not ever get a good night's sleep. That's why I sleep the best. I sleep so well you will not believe. I woke up today, it was like I think 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Because I'm awake in the night, so I sleep in the day. I woke up without no worries. And then I had the idea, create the course. I created this beautiful course. I put all the videos together. It took me all day to do it. I did it because I wanted to bless someone. I wanted you to have this. It's the short course of how to get gifts. I wanted it to be very affordable. So if you go to the dinner, you pay around $150 or $200, right? Take that and buy the course, and you will have gifts. You have flowers. You will have dinners with men. Be smart with your money. And I wanted it. I wanted to bless women for the summer, for them to be lavished with gifts. I went to that. I want you to experience it. It's a different world. When you come, I had like 3 dates in 1 day, and I'm not intimate with anyone. I'm not kissing anyone. I'm not going to anyone's house, just to the restaurant and home. And I came with my 3rd bouquet, and he bought me like 5 different candles, and the chocolates. He bought me 3 different chocolate boxes. And I'm coming with all, and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to take tomorrow off, and I'm not going to go on any date. I want you to get this like a overwhelming, lush experience of being lavished with gifts, with attention, with flowers, to come home and like, oh my god, I forgot which bouquet of flowers is from which man. I want you to have that. Or from one man, that every Monday my man gives me flowers. How amazing that is for you. Amazing. You create it. So shopping, we're not obsessed with that, but we're not limiting ourselves from shopping. So what I want you to do is to start being honest with yourself. What are the things that you need? What are the things that you are not giving to yourself? And today we're going to create, of course, your to-do list. What are the things you need? The moment you write them down, they always come true. Whenever I need to buy something, I write it down. And somehow Amazon recommends me, somehow the things come to me, somehow I become super disciplined. The moment I write down, I want a light when I'm filming camera, I want a tripod when I'm filming, I want this. The moment I write it down, I have this big discipline with myself. The same evening, I'm in Amazon, spending 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever I need, and I'm buying it. The moment I write it, I'm buying it. So I would like you to be completely free with the shopping experience. And I created like a 3 cute things that every woman will make every woman happy for you to buy. So first, homework, we're going to buy one thing for the home. It could be cute vase, it could be a cute pillow, something like a set, it could be a small vase. This lamp is like a human size, but something small, something that is a home decor. It could be even a regular candle, small candle, but something for your house. So number one, homework, to buy something for your house that will decorate your space. Number two is to buy finally the dress you want. You know, we always have this one dress that we want, but it's either too expensive or either too big investment-wise, either too far the shop is. One dress that I really want, what is that dress that I want to buy? And I had it, if you maybe saw in my other live, I was wearing this beautiful blue dress. Let me see if I have a picture here. And I wanted that dress for a very long time. And you know, I create these dresses. Let me see if I have it in here. And for a long time I was thinking, okay, I don't want to start the new collection of the dress with my tailor. You know, it's a huge process, but I wanted it for a very, very long time. And this is a blue velvet dress. It's like tailored on the like a chest part, and then it goes like a curtain. It's very beautiful. It's very flowy. When you walk, you feel like you're like a luxury old Hollywood star. Like that's how it feels like. And I said, that's a dress I've wanted for the last 6 months, and I want to create it. And I did it. And it was my celebration. I went to the restaurant, and I'll show you, and I was wearing that dress. Look at this beauty of this dress. Look at this gorgeousness of this dress. And of course now you can purchase in different colors, but I did it. I bought the dress I wanted. So what is the dress that you want, that you have you are eyeing it for a long time, it's in your cart for a long time? I would allow you to I would tell you to allow you that I love this cute flower you're sending, to allow yourself this permission to buy that dress. So first, we're buying the home decor, even if it's just a regular vase for our flowers, or maybe it's a table mat that is beautiful, or it's a new candle set that we want. Something, even if it's a reed diffuser, it could be something small, or it could be a huge lamp or a new furniture piece, something that you want for your house. And second, we're buying a dress that we want. And the third, it's a kitchenware. You're buying either a plate or a beautiful cutlery. It could be gold or silver, something beautiful, or just a simple cup, or simple like a glass that you want to drink your water from, a beautiful glass. Or the tea. Nowadays they have these beautiful sets. They're very affordable. Even we sell. They're like a floral, and you have this luxury like a set. So can someone write down homework? Home decor, we're buying one home decor, we're buying one dress that we will really like, and we are buying one kitchenware. So we have something for our house, we have something to wear, and we have something to use and hold and see and enjoy. This is very important. This is regarding the shopping. And to finalize with shopping, I want you to understand that do not be afraid of material things, because you're a material being in a material body, and you deserve all the possessions, all the goodies, all the things that you want. So be free, to have things that you want. I will do it. Tetevik, how do you travel so much with so many clothes? I paid triple for my ticket. I'm not joking. I buy tickets 3 times in order for me to take my things. And yeah, it's quite a journey, but and everywhere I go, I in 6 months I bought so much clothes. So I'm thinking, okay, I give a big donation for 3 families now, because the furniture, the mirrors, everything, beautiful gold decors in the house, I cannot take it. You have to understand, because in order for me to take them, I need to have a shipping company that costs thousands. So why would I spend thousands when I can buy it again? So I really want to settle in one city, because finally I want to take from all the cities that I was, because I have like a storages. I want to take everything I need, put in one house, and then do like a mansion tour for you all. It will be so amazing. I bought myself green velvet kitten heels yesterday. It made my day. Wow, congratulations with your beautiful purchase. Let your hands be happy. Let your feet be joyful, let your body be grateful, and enjoy your kitten heels. You are a real woman. I love it. I love that. I have a lot more money in my savings than in my main account, but I'm happier when I spend. I need to stop overthinking. Yes, spend what you can. You give yourself a certain budget, but keep the things on in a savings as well, and do not stress yourself out. Enough stressing yourself out. Hi Tetevik, love your lives. I wanted to ask how to vet men when they ask you for your number. How will you know a man is wealthy when he approaches you? Because sometimes they don't show, but they might be wealthy, and I don't want to waste my energy with a man who isn't worthy of my while. I have a video actually how to vet a man, so I will attach that link so you can watch. There are certain questions you're asking about his degree, about his education, to understand what he studied, and of course about his job, and that's how you understand. And of course you ask, if you want, you can ask about property, you can ask about the car. It's really easy, and a man who wants to date you, he will answer those questions. So I will definitely link that video in the comments so you can have a look. Haha, many dresses and coats. Yes, I have a lot of dresses, and not coats, heels. I'm wearing heels now as well. Homework: something for your house, to buy something for your house, buy something for home decors. Number 2, buy a beautiful dress. And number 3, something for your kitchen. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the summary. We have amazing students, and you don't know how much you're actually doing when you're sharing this and when you're writing. You do a big thing. Thank you so much. Have you ever thought of Oman? I heard it's a lovely and family friendly. Wonderful. I should visit. I would love to. What do you think of men who have a preference, particular look of a women? If he has a preference and it's not you, do not try to change. Do not try to convince him. If his preference is you, then date him. But there's nothing wrong for a man to have a preference, because they're wired to have a preference in the look of a woman, because they need to be physically attracted in order to provide. Think about it. It's a stranger providing for you, so he needs to be attracted to you. So evolutionarily speaking, how we were generated as human being and how we evolved, that is absolutely normal for a man to have a preference in the look of a woman. Wonderful. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Let's summarize everything that we learned. Number 1, and we have 4 together, and today's topic was about a woman, a luxury, and her money. So number 1 is that luxury is normal. Luxury is your birthright, and you deserve it as a woman. You don't need to do anything, and you don't need to earn it. Number 2, we were talking about budgeting, and we had certain points that you write down: how much you spend on rent, how much you spend on bills, transport, food, shopping, going out, and your blessings and gifts. So you create your budget. Number 3, we were talking about savings and debts. It means that you're trying to eliminate your debts, at least paying 100 amounts if you can, or even more, and you're having your savings account separately that you're not touching. Number 4, we spoke about shopping, that you're not obsessing, but you're also not forbidding yourself from buying what you want. And in here we had a lovely fun homework that we're buying something for our house, we're buying some dress for ourselves, and we're buying something for our kitchen, something that we can use every day on a daily basis and to enjoy. So here you go, you have a beautiful 4 chapters in a summary, so you can know what to do. And this was amazing training. If you need one-to-one consultation for your financial life, definitely book it. It's around 2 hours. It's very beautiful, and you get actually a special deal, because now before summer everyone needs a budget. And of course, you're more than welcome to purchase my new femininity course. It's updated. I added 2 more modules on my femininity course, and my newest course that I created for wealthy men. It's a big course, and I have a shorter course that I created today, put all together for you for a very achievable price, about woman's wisdom of getting gifts. So everything is ready for you to purchase. If anything else, let me know. Off topic, but do you plan your week in advance? Do you recommend doing that? Yes, I do plan like a major things, for example, lives or going for the dinners or doing something, but I leave a lot of space because I don't work for anyone. I can wake up when I want, I can do whatever I want. So in general, I'm more free. But yes, you can plan like a biggest milestones, you can do it. Thank you everyone for joining. It was so amazing. And yes, I wish you blessings. I wish you wealth. I wish you shopping. I wish you money. I wish you everything beautiful. And let me show you the globe. Thank you for today. Oh, my pleasure. Let me just quickly take you with me. One moment. Okay. Thank you. Good night, ladies. I love it how you talk. Thank you, Titi. Wonderful. Have a look. You see it? It's gorgeous, isn't it? So yes, thank you everyone for joining. It was amazing, and I cannot wait to see you on my other live. I love these cute emojis. Thank you so much, Titivik. So pretty. Yes, I love it, and it's like very cozy with the lamp. You know, I love the ambiance. Lovely. I love it. Yes, and it's matching. Let me show you 1 second. Here, do you see it? That's the fan that is making noise. But do you see it, how cozy it is? It's really cozy. Thank you so much. May you be blessed in always. Thank you, everyone. It was so amazing to have you all together. And I love how you comment and you help each other and you, like, you know, give energy. So yes, I'll see you on my other live. Be blessed. Be wealthy. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.